Hi everyone, I'm going to tell you what you need to know before getting a bearded dragon. First things first, these guys are from Australia and they require desert temperatures. Adults are 100 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit on the basking spot, and the cool side is 85 degrees Fahrenheit. For juveniles, they are 105 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit for the basking spot. Cool side still 85 degrees. Hey, are you okay? There needs to be a temperature gradient, so that way, because they get hot just like you and me. And sometimes they open their mouth to ventilate the air when it's too hot. It's important for them to have a UVB bulb. For juveniles and adult bearded dragons, the minimum tank size is a 40-gallon breeder. I really recommend starting off on a 40-gallon breeder because that costs more money to keep upgrading what they eat. Juveniles eat 80% live insects and 20% veggies. Adults, 80% veggies and 20% insects, live insects. Staple veggies, they are turnip greens, collard greens, mustard greens, dandelion greens, and squash. Staple bugs are discord roaches if you live in Florida, because dubia roaches are illegal in Florida. Illegal, sorry. And crickets, superworms, and maybe mealworms. Some people have problems with them, some people don't, and people are saying it's known to cause impaction. It's important to dust the insects with multivitamins, calcium, and calcium with D3. It's important for them to have that because just like us adults, humans, sometimes we lack things because of a certain lack in the nutrients in the food we eat. So it's just like us where we need extra iron, so we take iron supplements. Or when women are pregnant, they take prenatal vitamins because we don't intake the proper amount. That is a similar thing for bearded dragons. Side note, do not leave bugs inside the tank when they're not eating. Some type of insects will bite them and it can hurt your bearded dragon. For example, crickets, you have to, when you house them, you have to put places for them to hide because they eat each other. They do cannibalism. So if they're doing that to themselves, can you imagine what they do to your dragon? Third, hydration. Yes, they need to drink water. And they cannot see water that's not moving. Sorry, my other bearded dragon is just there. They cannot see water that's not moving, so you have to have it moving for them to see it. They also take baths, soaks, whatever you want to call it, and it helps them with their shed. Sometimes they poop in the water if the temperature is just right. Fun fact, they don't pee. They poop, and the white concentrated substance that comes first is urate, and that is basically pee, but in a very concentrated substance. Handling. They have a third eye that is located right here on the top. It's like a little gray circle. That is what in the wild they use to detect the shadows of the birds that fly or any predators that are above them. Be careful maybe if you're getting a baby or an adult that hasn't been handled often. You have to be careful not to go from above. You go from the side, you pick them up, and you make sure you support them here, because if they don't feel balanced, their tail will start flailing. And when you first bring your first dragon home, make sure you give them at least a week to settle. And to have them somewhere where they can see you, see the family, like on a constant basis, the more you handle them, the more friendly they are, the more they get used to you. Body language. I'm going to explain the basics. When they're upset or something's bothering them or they just don't like something, they may black beard, all this turns black or gray. And when they are out or if they're cold, they turn a little bit like dark. They're trying to absorb heat because they're cold. They especially turn black on their parts of their scales turn black outside because they're trying to absorb the heat from outside. Usually you see these more on juveniles, but stress marks mean that they're stressed that something's bothering them. When bearded dragons puff up their beard and flatten their bodies, that's when they feel threatened and they are trying to look more big and intimidating to predators. One thing that is very important is the head bobbing and the waving. Head bobbing is a sign of dominance, that they're trying to show dominance, and waving is a sign of submission. That is one thing you need to keep an eye out if you have more than one bearded dragon. When bearded dragons are sick, you won't know right away because they are built to not show when there's something wrong, because it's a sign of weakness and it can make them a target in the wild. So when you do see them acting sick and there's something wrong, usually it's already pretty severe. You need to get them to the vet as quickly as you can. I highly not recommend cohabitation. There are some people that have had luck and have had two females of the same size and age together for years and nothing's happened, but I don't recommend it because there's always that risk. So it's better off not taking the risk and just have them housed separate. Thank you for watching.